Our new fallout tonight from what has been a bombshell audit revealing dozens of cases where people died after police restraint that should have been classified as homicides.
WJZ Investigates has extensively covered the concerns for years and alarm after the testimony of Maryland's former chief medical examiner in the murder trial of Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin.
And WJZ investigator Mike Halligan live in Baltimore with the follow-up tonight. And Mike, the city has more cases under review than anywhere else in the state of Maryland.
That's right, Rick. 22 of the 87 cases that were part of this audit, some used the discredited diagnosis of excited delirium. There were pro-police and racial biases, the audit found, and many families have been telling us about this for years. September 15th, 2018. Police arrested and then tackled 19-year-old Anton Black on his front porch in the small town of Greensboro on the Eastern Shore. The medical examiner called his death accidental, blaming his heart. But from the start, his family told me he died because he was unable to breathe after being pinned by police.
He shouldn't have died like that. And them officers need to pay. I need to make sure that they pay.
Years later, the family settled for $5 million. And as part of that settlement, the state instituted reforms in how the medical examiner reviews cases where people die in police custody.
The autopsy mischaracterized Anton's death as accidental. There was nothing accidental about it.
An independent panel unanimously found Anton Black's case should have been ruled a homicide. Their finding was the same in the 2013 death of Tyrone West in Northeast Baltimore, homicide.
We need all the cases that David Fowler was involved with to get those killer cops up.
West's sister told anyone who would listen in weekly protests for more than a decade, even spending $50,000 of her own money to exhume his body. Finally, someone did.
They threw my family a flimsy 7-page report and said my brother died from a heart attack and dehydration. And that broke my heart, and I died again that day.
The common thread in all the cases, Dr. David Fowler, Maryland's chief medical examiner from 2003 to 2019. His testimony on behalf of Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, later convicted of murdering George Floyd, kneeling on his neck, drew widespread criticism.
All of his injuries were in areas where the knee was not.
The testimony led the Attorney General at the time, Brian Frosch, to launch the review, as he explained to WJZ Investigates in 2022.
Without Fowler's testimony in the Chauvin trial, would we ever be sitting here talking about this?
We probably wouldn't. I mean, nobody took a look at the cases and said, wow, there's a high number of X or Y.
Maryland's audit found some autopsy findings during Fowler's tenure may have been tainted by racial and law enforcement biases, with this caution from the person who managed it.
The retrospective nature of the audit makes it impossible to know whether racial or pro-police biases truly affected OCME's determinations.
Attorney General Anthony Brown cautions families just because their loved ones' cases are being reviewed does not mean there will be any criminal charges or any findings that officers who applied restraint are liable for these deaths.
What we assure them of is that we will look at these cases to ensure that justice is done.
They torture my family. David Fowler needs to be in jail. Forget a report, he needs to be in jail.
And we did reach out to Dr. Fowler multiple times via phone and email to get his perspective on this. He did not immediately respond. We will update you if and when we hear back. We're live in your corner downtown. Mike Halligan, WJZ.